So for this video I thought I would do something a little bit different. Now, in terms of keeping with my other videos, the secret locations, secret weapons and whatnot, I thought today we would instead discover the unknown parts of Skyrim. And they're unknown because you can't get to them by traditional means. By that, you need to use console commands to get there, or mods that may bring them back to life. But for no normal means you can get there. But I just want to share a few with you in this video, so let's begin. So for the first location we're going to go to, it's a place called DLC 1 LD Utility Cell. You type that all in after, of course, COC on the console, hit enter, and we get teleported just to a simple room such as this. But on the table you have the ethereal shield, the ethereal staff, and the ethereal crown. All three, of course, cannot normally be gotten together in the base game. There's also an ethereum crest we can take, and a second one we can mess around with, but we can't take it. So these are some of the things the test cells and holding cells have, but things are going to get a lot crazier. I just want to show you a couple of small ones before we get to the big ones. And for the next location, we are going to type into the console COC DLC2 Dremora Shop. Make sure it's COC space DLC2 Dremora Shop and hit enter. Instantly going to be greeted by the two Dremora here. These two are here because of the Dragonborn DLC adding them. When you encounter one of the black books, I can't remember which one it is, I apologise. But once you find that book, at the end you have the choice between a Dremora Butler or a Dremora Merchant. I always choose the Merchant. This is where they are held. So when you summon them in your base game, they will come away from here into the world of Skyrim. And then when you're finished, they'll come back here. And then when I normally come off this menu in Skyrim, he will disappear and teleport away. He comes here. Of course he can't teleport because this is his home. We're invading it. And this chest is his inventory. There's nothing else here. I thought it was pretty cool nonetheless. Now for our next location, it's a bit of a weird one, I admit. It's not important, but I wanted to show you anyway. So type in the console command COC space BYOH House Utility Cell. Click enter and be prepared.
Need something? What do you need?
Yep.
Need something? Need something? Yes. Need something? Need something?
Yeah.
Good morning.
I don't have much to say about this one. It's, well, we're just constantly falling. It's a strange cell. Strange cell. It's pointless. I just thought it was funny to show you this one. So now we start to get to, in my opinion, the better cells. I have three more to share with you guys. For this one, you need to type in COC space E3 demo Bleak Falls Barrow. All one word, hit enter, and we get teleported to Bleak Falls Barrow. Now, there's not much difference here. There are some enemy spawns that are different, some locations have changed slightly, but the main difference is it's one cell, it's not two cells. Normally you would get separated by a loading screen. That is no longer the case anymore. It is all one cell merged into one, and I actually do prefer this version, I can't lie to you. But for the most part the cell is exactly the same as what it was. Only avid players of Skyrim will notice differences. The bandit here, he's not normally there. Oh, I did. You're right. There's no longer that puzzle there anymore. With the levers and the emblems. I think because even I've played through Bleak Falls Barrow so many times, every time I do a Skyrim playthrough, I go through the Barrow. So even I'm not certain of the changes. This bit's quite funny, really. Can be attacked. Yeah. Okay then. So continuing through the barrow, nothing is too different. Like I said, some of the corridors are different. Some reason, some of these Draugr don't attack you all the time. I can attack them, they'll wake up. But they don't always attack. This Draugr is already active as well. Along with all these who now come into life because of my deeds. Now, there's also another section that's been completely removed. There's a whole chamber that's been removed as well. But we'll get to that in just a second. Well, we won't get to that in a second, sorry. See, it's completely gone. And now we just enter this part instead. Draugr Deathlord still here. He can always spawn here if you're a high enough level when you enter Bleak Falls. If not, it'll be a normal Draugr. Oh, hello. Please die. I'm ashamed to say that I don't know much about pre-development Skyrim. I don't know much about it, unfortunately. So maybe this was a demo that was shown. I'm not sure. So normally you come up here and a higher level Draugr from all the rest will appear, which it has. And you go through here for a loading screen. That is no longer the case. It is now two separate doors, which leads us on to the puzzle door. No matter what I change it to, it doesn't matter because I haven't got the golden claw. So we need to no clip through. And in doing so, we are back to the burial chamber. And a word wall again for the first word of unrelenting force. But nothing happens. I already have the word. And because nothing happens, the Draugr can't spawn out here. I'm going to go up the stairs to another big change where the cave ends. There's no brick wall we have to go through, nothing like that. And we also end up somewhere completely different to where we normally would. So we actually end up outside the Western Watchtower instead of where we normally would end up around here. Okay, it's time for our penultimate cell. Big word, subscribe for that. You need to now type in COC space Old Blue Palace Wing 01. All one word, hit enter. Now, I believe this was supposed to be used instead of the Pelagius Wing that we got in Solitude to start the quest Mind of Madness. This is actually quite an interesting cell, and I'm not going to do any cuts for this one, I don't think, or I'll cut little bits out where I'm going a bit quiet or I mess up in editing or whatever. But this is quite an interesting one. I really wanted this to be in the game. Really wanted it to be. Also, these doors open, but they don't lead anywhere. I've gone through them, they don't do anything. I really wanted this one to be in the game because it's an amazing location, and I'm going to show you why, actually. So, if we keep following the route it's forcing us to take, we have no other choice, of course. And keep following, and then eventually we'll get to a dead end, which is here. Well, this is our dead end. But if we open console command once more and enter no collision once more, we can actually see this cell is gigantic. It's huge. And it's an actual mammoth. Look behind the wall here. It's not an actual mammoth. Like, it's not. It's just the model. But I thought that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, the rest don't do that. Oh no, they do that. Is that just a normal thing in the game? I don't know. But here, this is something unique to Skyrim, actually. Now, there's no way to get here without clipping through the walls. This is another dead end. This wasn't where we were before. This is a brand new cell. So I'm going to come down here to this table and find 9 books, match cards, clubs, reset, diamond, took the tankard. So basically you've got to try and match them all together. I've already forgotten them all, so clubs up here, wasn't it? Yes, sir. Spades, that's lucky. Shio, I'll show you that one in a minute. Heart, diamond, that one, isn't it? Absolutely. So heart must be here, and then Shio is behind you. Match. Once doing that, this gate then opens and we can proceed forward. Sometimes this gate isn't open, sometimes it is. And we can see some dead bodies on the ground here with an Argonian. We have a Nord. What's that gate open for me? Thank you very much. And that one. We have another Nord, an Orc. I believe one of these was a Breton before, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I had a Breton as well at one point. But we're going to come through here. Oh, Skeever McSkeeverson won't attack us yet. There we go. I'm not sure how to open this, but we'll console command through it and realise that we're actually in a stocked bar this time. I thought this was pretty cool. This is a very cool cell in my opinion. Very, very good one. And I think if this was a way to get to the Mind of Madness quest instead of the original, Solid 2 tower we have, the Pelagia's Wing, it'd be much better. I've still not explored all of this because I get so confused about how lost I get here. But I will say it's fantastic, and anyone with a computer who's able to try this, do it. Please do it, and then please tell me what you find, because this is... I think there's a few secrets here left to discover. Okay, so now it's time for the final cell I'm going to be showing off in this video. It's probably the most well-known one, I admit, but we're still going to cover it because it's still pretty cool. So you need to type in your console, COC space Windhelm pit entrance. All one word, of course, then hit enter. Like I said, I'm pretty certain everyone's seen this one, or at least heard about this one, but I'm going to show it anyway because it's still a very cool location. And basically this is a location everyone's known about for a long time.
What do you need?
It's the pit. There were supposed to be quests here. There was supposed to be an actual fighting pit that you could, I assume, compete in, or at very least like make bets and stuff, which would be cool. You can't... The heck did you say to me? You can't get down there unless you console command down there. There's an invisible wall here. So I'll show you now quickly. We go a couple of feet forward, and we're here. These pit fans were here to no doubt egg you on or egg the other person on. But by the looks of the cages, and this one in particular, you'd be fighting a mixture of animals and people, probably wolves. I enjoyed this one too because it is a classic. It's very well known already, I admit, but it's nonetheless still fantastic to see. Especially when you see that it's just outside the Blue Palace. This is where it was supposed to be originally. Maybe it was even supposed to take place instead of going to jail. Maybe you had to fight your way out instead. Because obviously in Winterhold there's no actual jail there. You just get thrown into the chill. Maybe it was supposed to be like this. You'd fight your way out instead. Earn your freedom. I spent a few hours going through every single cell, and there was quite a few cool ones, I admit. But the ones I've shown you today in this video are just the best ones in my opinion. If there is something else you'd like to see, if I've missed anything very obvious, then please tell me. If these are the sorts of videos you like to see, then genuinely do subscribe, because I plan on trying to make a heck of a lot more content regarding Skyrim as well. But enjoy the rest of your day, thank you very, very much for watching. Especially if you got this far, you're a maniac for watching my videos this long. I appreciate it very, very much. Take care. Have a nice day.